What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update, third stimulus package update, and related news. Coming to you from a beautiful 70-degree day here in Ohio. It's nice and sunny, and as you can see, a little bit windy. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. Baby Julian's outside right now with Nana, playing on the playground and having a good time. And it's a good day for everybody as the third stimulus check has passed the House, passed the Senate, and we actually have some brand new breaking news from President Joe Biden has changed his mind on the third stimulus check. I'm going to give you the latest details on what will be happening, as well as brand new information about garnishments on the third stimulus check that is actually a change. I'm going to bring you guys all the latest news. Remember, we have all sorts of different buckets of money coming from this third stimulus check package. It's not just the $1,400 stimulus checks, which is the largest stimulus check yet, and the largest stimulus check by double or more for children. I get a lot of people asking me, will there be another stimulus check? I fully do believe there will be at least one more stimulus check. President Biden says that there will be stimulus checks and stimulus packages until the pandemic is over. And while this is really just their first one, and as he's been in office less than 2 months at this point, they've already announced the next stimulus package called the Build Back Better package, which will have multiple different provisions in there of stimulus. The question is, what will there be? We already have dozens of Democratic senators and House representatives already pushing for monthly reoccurring stimulus checks in the next bill, saying that we need to just do the monthly stimulus checks so that we don't have to keep passing them one by one. Senator Ed Markey says what dozens of other Democratic lawmakers are saying, that the $1,400 stimulus check is just a down payment and that reoccurring monthly stimulus checks need to follow in the next stimulus package. In addition to that, what we have coming up on the horizon is probably a standalone bill to raise the minimum wage, although I firmly believe that they will not be able to pass that at $15 an hour because they simply voted on it in the Senate and only got 42 votes. A standalone bill will need 60 votes to pass in the Senate. And while they're probably going to have to do that at $10 or $11 an hour. We're also going to see the $10,000 or more of student loan forgiveness come probably pretty quickly here, as they have already passed a provision in this third stimulus check package that says that any student loans that are forgiven in the next 5 years will not even have to pay income tax on the money that's forgiven. Normally, when money like that is forgiven, you have to pay taxes on the forgiven money. So if you get $10,000 of student loan forgiveness, you have to pay taxes on $10,000, which might be $1,000 or $2,000 normally based on your tax rate. But in this case, they're saying that they're going to forgive the taxes. So they're already setting the stage for student loan forgiveness. I also expect that we're going to see a lot of news coming out in the near future on the Social Security raises that President Biden campaigned on, which is $200 per month until the pandemic is over, or up to 2 years. Increase for all Social Security beneficiaries, as well as a 20% increase for widows and widowers, 5% more for people that have been on Social Security for over 20 years, and a potential cost of living index change so that the yearly increases go up by more. President Biden also campaigned on a $15,000 home buyer credit. I will be keeping you up to date on all these, as well as the next stimulus package known as the Build Back Better package. We also have other things coming up on the horizon, such as the $7,000 of funeral expenses that has already been passed from the second stimulus check package, and they're currently working out the details on how to set that up, as well as the other buckets of money that are in the third stimulus check package that now goes to President Biden's desk. I'll have some brand new breaking information for you guys here in just a minute on that. But there's going to be mortgage assistance, rental assistance, property tax assistance, and utility assistance that many, many millions of Americans will be able to claim, as well as the $3,000 to $3,600 child income tax credits that are going to be paid out on monthly increments of $250 to $300 per month per child. That is in the third stimulus check package, and it's in addition to the $1,400. For people that don't have children, they have the earned income tax credit. That could likely mean an extra $1,000 or $2,000 in your pocket from your tax returns, depending on your tax rate. We're going to be getting more information on that coming out soon. But basically, that's going to expand to more people, and it's going to expand the amount to more people, which, as I said, likely could mean an extra $1,000 to $2,000 in your pocket. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on all these new updates. And don't forget to smash the like button for us. It really helps out our channel. Independent/Democratic Senator Bernie Sanders, who is the Senate Budget Chairman, which they passed this bill through the budgetary reconciliation process, says that this relief bill is the difference between dignity and despair for millions of America's working families. And yet, not a single Republican, the so called party of the working class, voted for it. The Republicans have turned their backs on the needs of the working families. Initially, we thought that one Republican from the House of Representatives voted yes on this package, but it turns out that was not the case. They either changed their vote or it was a miscount of the vote. And in the end, not a single Republican from the House or the Senate voted yes on the third stimulus check package. One Democrat voted no from the House. Every Democrat from the Senate voted yes. However, Democratic Senator Joe Manchin is still receiving a lot of criticism for him holding up the stimulus package in the Senate and making them force changes to the bill, particularly reducing the income requirements of up to $100,000 for individuals down to $80,000, which cut out up to 15 million people from getting their third stimulus check.
Originally, Joe Manchin wanted to do an amendment with Portman. I said, Senator Portman, I said, that's going to kill the bill, Joe. That is going to kill the bill. He thought about it for several hours and realized that and then said, okay, let's come to a compromise. And we did. We didn't change things very much. We changed it a little in his direction. I would have preferred not to do it. But this bill, even with that change, is so overwhelmingly strong in helping poor and working people in America that I think it's getting huge plaudits from the American people. When people start getting their checks, when they start getting the vaccines, when school starts opening, when kids can get out of poverty, that's huge. That's huge, Anderson.
Next up, here is President Joe Biden on the third stimulus check package, and then I'll give you the change that he just did.
I want to thank Speaker Pelosi and the House of Representatives today for passing the bill, and I will be signing into law shortly. This bill represents a historic victory for the American people. I look forward to signing it later this week. Everything in the American Rescue Plan addresses a real need, including investments to fund our entire vaccination effort, more vaccines, more vaccinators, and more vaccination sites. Millions more Americans will get tested, including home testing. Schools will soon have the funding and resources to reopen safely, a national imperative. The American Rescue Plan, the partnership between Johnson & Johnson and Merck, proves we can do big things, important things in this country. Let me conclude with this. Tomorrow night, I'm going in prime time address the American people and talk about what we've been through as a nation this past year. But more importantly, I'm going to talk about what comes next. I'm going to launch the next phase of the COVID response and explain what we will do as a government and what we will ask of the American people. There is light at the end of this dark tunnel of the past year, but we cannot let our guard down now.
Well, since then, a brand new breaking news story. In fact, thanks to one of our viewers, Unforgiven774, who actually emailed me this right before I was ready to film. Moments before filming this, President Joe Biden says that he is going to sign the third stimulus check package bill into law today, a day earlier than expected. He was expected to sign this into law tomorrow, as the House of Representatives basically had to get the package ready to him and had to send it to his desk. That was expected to take 24 hours. They've got that done quicker than expected, and President Biden is expected to sign that into law today. As you can see here, once the bill is signed, the Biden administration will race to implement its numerous provisions, including sending out the $1,400 relief checks to tens of millions of Americans and aid to states and localities. The signing comes just 3 days before the enhanced unemployment benefits of $300 per week are due to expire. President Biden is slated to deliver a primetime address Thursday evening to mark the 1 year since the coronavirus lockdowns in the United States. He is expected to reflect on the sacrifices Americans have made and the lives lost, and to discuss his administration's effort to ramp up vaccine production, a White House official said. Biden also plans to, quote, lay out the next steps he will take to get the pandemic under control, level with the American people about what is still required to defeat the virus, and provide a hopeful vision of what is possible if we all come together, according to the official. This comes as President Biden is already turning his attention to the next stimulus package, known as the Build Back Better package, that has already been announced and is expected to be between $2 and $3 trillion and will actually be a larger stimulus package than the one he will be signing into law today. I do expect there to be at least a single stimulus check in there, although, as stated earlier in the video, there are dozens of Democrats that are pushing for multiple monthly reoccurring stimulus checks until the pandemic is over. I do think that the push for monthly stimulus checks is the best case scenario. Well, there's really no other best case scenario than monthly stimulus checks being included in the next package. However, I think that at worst we'll see another single stimulus check in the next package. Biden has already said he wants to have stimulus checks and stimulus packages until the pandemic is over. And sources close to Biden says that he does not want to have less than President Trump's two stimulus checks, that there's just no way that he wants to give less stimulus checks to the people than former President Donald Trump did. Now, whether or not the student loan forgiveness, the $200 Social Security increase, the $15,000 home buyer credit, and all the additional things that President Biden wants and campaigned on will be included in the next stimulus package, or they will be done through standalone bills or presidential executive orders, we just don't know yet. We will be getting more information on this in the near future, as well as how to claim the $3,000 to $3,600 child stimulus checks. This is the earned income tax credit for children. Remember, there's also an earned income tax credit for adults. I will be walking you through how to claim that, how that works when we get more guidance from the IRS. We're also expecting to receive more guidance from the IRS on the $10,200 income tax break for unemployment pay. So basically, this is a retroactive thing that was passed in the third stimulus check package. If you or a family member received any unemployment money at all in 2020, the first $10,200 of that will be tax free. However, we don't know exactly how this is going to work yet, and many people have already filed their 2020 tax returns. You may have to end up filing an amended return. We may have a form that comes out from the IRS that you may have to fill out the form and send it to them. The IRS also could possibly implement a system that will basically go and automatically check for anybody that got unemployment money and retroactively give them a refund check for the taxes they paid on that $10,200. This will likely be an additional $1,000 to $2,000 in stimulus money for anybody that got unemployment money based on your tax rate. So, for example, if you had $10,000 of unemployment income or more and your tax rate, your effective tax rate was 20%, you would effectively get back $2,000 in a stimulus check or a stimulus refund because of that provision they put in the bill. That's for 2020. We also could expect to see possible provision like this in the next stimulus package bill, the Build Back Better bill for 2021. That's a very probably a high likely possibility that we will see something like that also for 2021, as they just did it for 2020. So I will be keeping you up to date on all these things, as well as when President Biden signs it into law, checks start to go out. And if there's any delay on the checks, as we've seen in the past, I will help you guys work through that and how to claim all these different buckets of money that will be becoming available soon. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. It's completely free to do so. After subscribing, click the bell icon to get notifications when we go live, and share this video with your family and friends. There's a share button down below also, so that they know about all these different stimulus packages. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Me and my wife sell products on Amazon as well. So click on one of these videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.